So we'll start again. So four
Great.
plans. So the first thing I do is when I'm talking to a business is, and I look, are they collecting any form of data? If they're not, they're traditionally what I call my hospo plan. And I call it my hit and run plan. It's $500 a year, upfront, done. They get the QR codes and I give them some NFC, things for the tables and stuff. That's it. They're done. They get the reply with AI and the social share, but they don't need to use any SMS or anything like that. I'll give them a couple of credits, not a lot, like 25 credits a month or something like that. So if they've done like a private function or something like that, they can reach out that way.
Okay.
So then we move from there to our automated plans. Now, these are businesses like your electricians or your plumbers or your auto shops. Anyone that collects data or uses a form of billing system, and that's where we're connecting the softwares up.
hmm
Then the only difference then is how many text credits will or SMS or email will they use, and that's how I gauge that. So it goes 199 a month. That might give them, let's say, 100 emails, right? Then they go up to the next plan. Once they're over 100, if they go over 100 and something a month, they go to the 299 plan, which might give them 250 email or text a month. Then they go up to the unlimited plan, which is 399 a month.
Oh, you do have I guess you do have those details on here. I guess I didn't look close enough. You do have the numbers is where I always get kind of stuck. Um, okay. I mean, emails don't cost us anything,
No,
right?
we get,
Particularly.
yeah, you get 100,000 or 10,000 or whatever it is a month in your pack, shared between your clients.
Oh, does that include emails too?
Yeah, so you get X amount of emails.
Oh, okay. I thought that was just SMS.
Now SMS, so depends on when you bought it and what the deal was. I've got 100,000 email and 10,000 SMS, but I've actually got access to the unlimited plan. I'm not even getting close to it. You know,
Okay. Yeah, I just bought it in December, but
yeah. But look, you got to remember, like, and so this is where the conversation goes with the client. How many customers are you servicing a month? And they go, well, yeah, this many. Okay, you'd be ideal for a 199 a month plan then. And what if I go over that? Well, we have a fair play policy. If you go over it 1 month, we're not going to automatically up your plan. I'll give you a little bit of leeway. But if you're consistently going over, we need to look at the next plan. And that's a good thing because that means your business is growing, isn't it? So
yes.
I got one client who's been with me 4 years. He's a car tinting business. They do windscreen tinting and things like that. He's got three locations. He's on the 199 a month. Um, and he said from day one, he goes, I hope to get to you 399 a month. And that's all in
Okay.
it. And he loves the convenience because it's set and forget for them. Once you do that automation, say with hypothetically, let's say QuickBooks.
You got some people doing, and you set that all up for them, right?
Yep. Yep. I'm
What do
very,
people use mostly? QuickBooks?
yeah, in the US, QuickBooks. In Australia, it's zero and or QuickBooks. MYOB's sort of gone by the wayside a bit. Um, but yeah, but I've got one client where I just set up a Google Sheet and they just copy paste every day in there. It's a tour company. They do tours.
Yeah, I thought about doing that for my locksmith because he's not real technological. And again, that's I think an advantage we have is they don't know tech very much.
Yep,
So it definitely has to be simple, right?
yep.
Um,
And if you set it up as a set and forget type of tool where it just works, they'll keep paying you forever and a day.
okay. So that's in the automate section for the customer, right?
Yep,
So I go in there, I set it up for him.
yep. So I set up the Google Sheet, then I have it, then I get the shared link and give them the shared link, and they can copy paste into there. I can monitor it that way, and if they stop paying, I can turn it off.
And you don't need Zapier or anything like that. This
That's embedded
Climbo
in
does
the
that.
system. Yep.
Okay.
Now
And your
remember,
customers,
remember the limit within Climbo in the automations is around about 100 a month. in each automation. So if you're going to have more than that, I suggest getting Alberto, which is the back end platform that they use, getting a license there.
El Barto?
Yeah, it's called Alberto. Yeah, AL. I'll put it in the link for you. Hang on.
Okay.
Alberto. Here we go. Um, Look, I was lucky enough back in the day to get the Alberto lifetime license, and that cost me, $200 or $300 one time, and it gives me,
Oh, Albano. Yeah, 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 yeah. I almost bought that. I
yeah,
almost bought that.
yeah,
I don't know if this, I have Pabbly, I have
yeah.
Zapier, I don't know.
Probably will work Zappy, but I just found Alberto cheaper. If you're
Oh
doing,
yeah, yeah. I got the lifetime on Pabbly, which is great.
yeah, look,
Um,
if you've got that, you probably won't need it, which will be fine because
okay.
you can still use a Google Sheet and all that. I think, yeah, I think Pabbly's. I don't know if Pabbly's got the review software in there. I haven't looked, to be honest.
Okay. If they have Kleinboat, yeah, I don't know.
I know they're in Zapier. I know they're in Zapier.
Okay, okay.
Um,
Um,
but yeah, Zapier
okay.
gets expensive. So Alberto, that's why, because I've got one client which is a Shopify store, and she does, lots of orders. So she's on $3.99 a month.
So they're staying with you. Once they're going, they're happy, they're
My retention is about 98%,
oh, that's great.
and it's all to do with the onboarding.
Right.
Make sure they're set up. And I don't spend a lot of time monitoring accounts, but I'll once a month log in, going, okay, when was the last review? Are they still getting reviews?
Yeah.
And I got one cafe up the road. He's on my just $500 a year annual plan. And I ducked up there to have a chat. I was driving past, ducked in. He's, oh, Wayne, have a coffee. He goes, oh, have you got any more NFC things? We've got a couple that people have plied them off the table or they're broken. I said, yeah, mate, I got a couple in the car. How much are they? I said, don't worry about it. Give me a coffee. I'll give you a couple. Because I'm
That
looking,
seems to be a big part of your sell package too,
yeah,
is the NFC cards
yeah,
and I was like boom, 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 brilliant. I bought a deck of them
yeah.
uh out of Alibaba. I don't even know where I bought these. I think Alibaba or somewhere. Um,
And I'll send you the links in an email when we get off the call for my contacts in Alibaba because I've got the little stands and the coasters for the table that stick down to the table.
okay. Yeah, I might have used yours, but I'll definitely please send those
Yeah.
and
And
just to make sure. But I mean, that is like I bought a few of these. I flipped it out at an event and I actually did the keychains too. And I did one of these for like a garage door company, and she's like, that was really cool. I didn't charge her anything because she's one of my customers already, but the potential just seems to be so huge to me, especially if it can be set and forget, and then that stickiness that comes with it. Like, oh, we love Wayne. Why would we cancel this?
yeah,
Right?
yeah, I've got, my wife went to a beauty salon, which I cold called when she first opened. And we're talking about it, which is like opening up, right? So busy time, a lot going on in her head. And then my wife went there. When was that, Nick? About a month ago. And she goes, "Oh, I remember your husband. He called me, came in to see me." She goes, "I forgot all about it. I ended up signing up to Bird Eye. They bullied her on the phone effectively." And she goes, "It's not working. How do I get out of it?" I said, "Well, you can't. Their contract's that tight. You just got to
Right.
write it out for the year. Don't auto renew though. Go in and turn off auto renew. Otherwise, you'll lock in for another year." I said, "When you're out of that, I'll come and see you. We'll set you up. You'll be good to go." And so, she'll be a client in probably 2 or 3 months. I think she'll be out of her contract. So, but yeah, the onboarding is where I've watched so many people, not only from the Ready Reviews and Wombot days, but in Climbo, come in and they just have this mindset. Oh, I'm going to be, a SaaSpreneur. I'm going to sell it globally, and I'll make $1 million. No, you got to do the work. It's
Yeah.
simple.
And I've got the audience. So
Yeah,
I've
so
had
you've got a running start.
I've got connections. I do networking every 2 weeks on a Thursday. I stole that idea from a guy in Florida, from Andy.
Yep.
We share ideas back and forth, but I think it could be huge. But I'm just gonna trust Climbo for now.
Yep.
Um,
Look, the
if
platform does what it's meant to do. Just remember that. It does what it's meant to do. It's simple. It's clean. I,
Yeah.
I when I'm setting up a client, depending on the business, I'll show them how to put the app on their phone. So just save it as a save to screen. So there's your logins. It's all done. You can use a reply with AI from your phone, and just make sure they're all connected properly. Everything's working properly. Yeah, and it'll literally set and forget.
How does the SMS work? Because I was talking to Adrian, or I think his name is Adrian. He's in the group too. He's actually here in Arizona, and he was telling me about the SMS. He's like, you got to be careful, da 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 da, because of Twilio. Um, I noticed it in the client. There's just a couple pieces I don't understand. In the client account, there's the Twilio connection. So is that if my client has Twilio, he can connect his own Twilio?
Yeah, yeah. So if you wanted to go, look, you can run your own SMS and pay for it yourself. You can do that. I haven't had anyone do it.
But what'd you say?
I haven't had anyone do it.
Oh, okay. But you don't do it. You don't have your own Twilio account
No.
for, you just use whatever
Yeah, Climbase is in
Climbo.
there. Yeah, it's all set up.
So Adrian said that every once in a while they get spam hit and then it stops working. Is that true or
Yeah, see, in Australia, I don't push the SMS side of it
okay?
because we have so much scam text going on. People don't open a link they don't know. So I found the email works.
Okay.
I've got a couple of clients using SMS.
Okay. So you're having good success with email,
Yeah,
with just
and,
email
and SMS, but I just don't push the SMS side.
because of the reminders, right? That's why, because
Yeah, on
people are
email,
getting
you can trigger the 7-day reminder. I don't do the 3 and 7, I do either or
okay.
because otherwise it gets too spammy.
That's good to know. Um, Shoot. So if
I
someone
always
does,
look from the end user, like me being your customer, as in the restaurant customer. I look at it from that end. How if I got 3 texts in a row, in within a week, I'm like piss off.
right.
If I'm getting
Yeah. Yeah.
one 7 days later. So I customize the email too, which is like the first one, we'd love your feedbacks. Never about leave us a review. It's about would love your feedback.
Feedback.
Click the link below to share your thoughts. And then the 7-day reminder, the heading of the email is don't forget to share your thoughts on your recent visit.
Okay. And you use the landing pages that you
Yep.
set up the landing
Yep.
page for them?
Yeah, 100%.
Because I've sometimes wondered if the landing page, that someone leaves a message there and then they just think they're done and they don't go any further. But
Yeah.
obviously that's not the truth. That's not
No,
true.
no. So if they've clicked 4 or 5 stars, they're redirected obviously to the second landing page. And they'll go, yeah, I want to go to Google. They'll take you straight to Google. They want to go to TripAdvisor. They'll go straight to TripAdvisor. And that's where my packages differ as well. I'll make how many review platforms they get in each package.
Right. Okay. Do you use the video testimonials?
I haven't had anyone really appeal to it. But
Yeah, because I like it, but again, I think the first thing you want is to get them to go to Google, right? So
yeah,
if you put the video there, then it might distract them.
yeah. So yeah, I mainly turn the video off. I turn private feedback on. And then it's just up to the client. I'll say how many platforms do you want to connect on this package. We give you this many platforms.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm struggling. I maybe just need to take some time and break it down and just start with something.
As you said in your email, you're overthinking it.
Yeah.
Right? At the end of the day, your packages should be around primarily just the numbers of how many text or email they need, because you can justify that cost to a business quite easily.
Okay.
SMS costs money, as you know, right? So if you want this many SMS, that's the package. If you want more,
Yeah.
you pay more.
Yeah. So I could actually set up my Twilio and do it for my customers, right? Or
Yeah,
should I avoid doing that?
I just use the internal one. Unless you've got a high volume user that's going to use a lot of SMS, that's when you do Twilio.
Hmm. Okay. But again, they would have to give me the phone number
You,
through like a Google Sheet or something, or they'd have to go in and upload it themselves.
Yeah, so you could set up your own Twilio in under their account, and that would issue that phone number from Twilio, obviously.
Yeah.
But to automate that, yeah, you need to have a structure somewhere in whether it be in Pabbly or Zapier or Albardo where they're getting the data.
Yeah. I mean, my customer, like my guy, a locksmith, I mean, he could go in here, right? He can go into the get reviews part. I just don't think he's going to.
Yeah, and that's
So,
how you'll automate him. You'll,
yeah.
at the end of the day, what is he a solo guy or has he got a receptionist with him or
No, just one guy.
it's one guy? Yeah. So we've got a skip bin business. So what I did with him, I gave him a Google card, but also gave him the landing page link. And just said at the end of the job, text that link to the customer yourself. And he's doing it. He's getting great success.
Yeah. Okay.
So again, I just think about, okay, how will he use it? Is he lazy, too lazy? How simple can I make it for him?
Yeah. And so what do you say to people when they say, well, I can just send them my own Google review link. Why do I need you, Wayne?
Well, you've got no protection then, have you? So if they've had a bad experience, that's going to
Okay,
show
the feedback. Yeah.
private
Okay.
feedback. And I look, I say look at your Google account, and I notice you're not replying to every review. So I talk about the signals part within Google. So when they get a review, good, bad, or indifferent, it signals Google that you're active, and I call it local chatter or local conversations.
Okay.
How many people are talking about your business every month? So
Okay.
all's we're going to do, Neil, is get more people talking about your business every month. That sends more signals to Google. By you responding to those reviews, whether it be personally or with our AI, that's sending secondary signals to Google saying like you care. So
Yeah.
in a relevant search, you're going to show up higher than your competitor because you're more active.
I feel like these could keep it so freaking sticky. I mean, because they're gonna be like, Neil, I need more,
Yeah.
you know, and to try to reset it all up themselves and all that, just, extra work, whatever, whatever. Um, Plus a lot of people don't even know how to program a tap card, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And there's that win there. Like, like I had a guy reach out as a referral at another restaurant, and he said, "Oh, can you come and set me up?" I said, "You want a free trial?" Yes, no, just come set me up, send me the bill. Knew how much it was. It was a $500 a year plan. It's paid it up front.
yeah.
Done.
So I bought these,
Yep.
and I'm not sure what link, but so that's why these don't have a tap in them, right? Is that,
Yeah.
or did I
They,
buy the
they,
wrong ones?
they should have a tap in them.
Okay. I don't know. I think I bought some without the tap, which is easy to fix. But
Did you give them that artwork, or was that just generic?
no, this is a standard one.
Yeah, it's got the NFC signal down the bottom.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything in it though.
No, you wouldn't be able to see if there's anything in it. You got to try to program it. So if it's got the signal down the bottom, it's NFC.
I think I bought a cheap one.
How much was it?
I don't remember. But I have a whole bunch of, I can just stick it on the back, I can do it myself.
Yeah,
But branding it might be nice too.
I think you'll find that's NFC.
Okay, I'll try it.
If it's come from the factory with the NFC symbol on it,
Yeah. I thought maybe I got screwed over.
no, it looks like it could be. Just got to try to program it up. So
Yeah, you're right. I have not tried to program it. I assumed it didn't, but I'll try it.
it's
Okay.
got the little tap thing on the bottom, so I'm assuming it has.
Yeah. But I don't know what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
but
Sometimes I think,
they're a game changer for that point of sale area in hospitality. And then you got the little coasters. I don't know if I got any coasters here. Hang on. 2 seconds now. Yeah. So I've got, sorry now, Got these ones as well. There. And
Oh,
it's
nice.
got black and
Nice.
white.
Mostly for restaurants.
Yep. Just stick them on the table. Or if they've
Okay.
got like a salt, pepper, knife, fork holder, like a little box, you put them on the box.
Yeah, my customers are mostly the more the blue collar people.
Yep.
Restaurants are tough for me to deal with because they get bombarded too. But to have these tap cards and keychains,
If you're doing
I actually
mainly tradies, what we call tradies over here,
yeah,
trade,
yeah.
right? Yeah, big market and automate as much as you can.
Yeah. The other thing is with my locksmith, I gave him like a little piece of paper. And this is prior to all this stuff here with Kleinbo, but I just gave him a little piece of paper and I said, "Hey, leave this with them because when you're leaving, you just change their lock. They might want to get you the hell out of the house, right? But if you leave something, he also does a silver giveaway, which is kind of cool. At the end of the month, he'll draw for silver, $100 in silver. But I said leave something because they'll find it later and they'll say, "Oh yeah, let me," because you left them something.
Yep.
Otherwise, as you know, they're never going to like go search for your Google profile.
Yep.
But instead of the Google profile, what I'll do is I'll have the little handouts be to their landing page.
Yep.
Again, sticky, sticky, sticky.
Yep.
Okay.
QR code, put the QR code on his invoices or whatever he can do.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. QR code on the invoice. Oh, that's a great idea. Let's see what other questions. Twilio. Oh, if someone gets the email, they leave the review. Does the email do the email stop at
Yep.
that point?
The minute they click the link, it's opted out.
It won't email again.
No.
Okay.
So if they click the
Um,
first email, they won't get the reminder email.
is the email based on my reputation with my domain, right? Because
Yep.
we set up our own domain, so it's our reputation.
Yep.
So hopefully the emails won't be going into spam.
Now, very rarely, like I said, I've sent out tens of thousands of emails now, and delivery rate's still high 80s. So some will depend on their mailbox setup,
Yeah.
obviously. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, majority of stuff is delivered. It's only if they've got a really high security setting on their email, and some emails just don't like any links at all.
Yeah. Um,
And that's why I changed the heading too to we'd love you, share your feedback rather than leave us a review.
yeah. Um, yeah, the name I got, I didn't expect it to be available. I kept going through it and then I ended up with "Would you review us?" Because I thought that is like the perfect in the customer's name, right? Would you review us? I don't know if that's going to help me sell anything. Climbo was kind enough to give me
The website, yep,
the website template, which is in Brizy.
yep,
I just again I sleuthed it out and I was like, wait a minute, this looks like it's Brizy. And then I'm looking at it, and then I somehow I figured out this is a Brizy website. Well, I have the Brizy lifetime deal, so I asked what's her name on the page there, the nice girl
Anna,
that seems to help, Anna.
yep, Anna,
Hey guys, could you guys give me that template? Sure enough, they gave me the template. So I was like, these guys are pretty helpful. I mean, I'm not very far away from having a live website.
yeah.
Um,
People in the group just get one small change, and they've got the shits about everything. You're like,
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they got rid of that one girl because that one girl was poison in there, and I kept telling her off. And I wish I could. Yeah, I was like, I wish I could block you because you're just so annoying. And they finally kicked her out.
yeah,
Um,
you get a lot of them in there that they go, oh, people just inherently people don't like change.
right. Well, in lifetime deal, people are a little bit weird too, right? They're very greedy and they're very
Yep.
needy and things like that. And so, okay, so Stripe is another question. Not, I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I'm pretty familiar with Stripe. I'm
So,
guessing I saw there's a video that probably explains it just perfectly.
so
But
create your plans in Stripe.
in Stripe,
Yeah, each plan will then you can create what we call a magic link or the payment link for that page.
and then just put that back on.
Put that into each button on the website as a link.
That's
So
it.
plan one, plan two, plan three. and you put that plan one in plan one button, plan two and plan two. So and
Okay. So upgrades and downgrades.
you can do that. I manually do them.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna have a lot of people signing up because I'm gonna make it part of my package. That they're already gonna be paying me, So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna. But there might be some people that want to sign up on their own. Wouldn't be bad either.
Yep.
Um,
And again, if you're putting, say through your networking events, putting the word out there, going, "Hey, look, hey, go to this website and have a look." Yeah, because in Stripe you can put the free trial in there, so they'll put their card in and do all that, and they won't be
okay.
charged for 15 days or whatever time limit you're giving them. But I still make sure I do 100% of the onboarding.
But if we have, let's say, the three Stripe plans or the four, if someone does sign up to Stripe, of course I get a notification, but I have to go set them up in
You,
Climbo, right?
you can have it set up in Climbo, so they'll get the onboarding email from Climbo and with their login credentials. And then it's a matter of you making sure
Okay,
that
I'm sure there's a video about that.
yeah, there is, and you make sure that they've connected up their Google account and do all that. So if I,
Stripe automations.
so I use Go High Level in for my CRM. So if I get a free trial sent up, they get a series of emails, which I'm happy to share the emails with you. Um, Basically walking them through the setup, and there's a video of me going, "This is how you connect it." And
Okay.
even in my Climbo, give me a second, I'll show you here.
Okay, yeah, and I wouldn't even have to until I start selling this publicly.
Give me a second, we go here and just go back. So down, so you see on this page here, down here,
Yeah.
here. So if they click that, that takes them to my videos on my website of how to do.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's nice. A little dashboard training.
Nice and simple. And that's just under training on my website as well.
That's a great idea.
So yeah, that's all we do there. Just have that
And
there.
it's just you and your wife in this business, or just
Yep.
you?
It just well, me and the wife, it'd be primarily just me.
That's great.
So because we've got a website design business as well, but we're scaling that down. The wife had some health concerns the last couple of years, so we're getting her
Yeah.
focus on her health.
Yeah.
And we've got the review software. We've got some affiliate stuff going on. We go high level, and we also do payment machines, like we call FPOS machines in Australia. So we do them every time we put one in a restaurant. We get paid every tap.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a very good one. That one, especially if you
Okay.
get business.
So if I'm making it part of my directory, I'm collecting the money, um, and they're going to get the plan for free. I don't even have to set up Stripe, so I could just start going with it. And
You could have a direct just sign up button like in your directory, sign up for your free software, and it doesn't need to
yeah,
go to Stripe. You can just go to the onboarding. You could do it through a Google Sheet, for example, or a Google Form.
yeah,
So if you had it sign up for free because you want to get the business info, so I'd have it go to like a Google form or an internal form or something, and then that can automate their onboarding.
okay,
So to do that, I'll show you quickly in here. So you just go into your automate section here. Explode. A bit slow at my end. So I always just go automations, new automation, and then you obviously got the trigger, so it'll be a Google form. And you go select an event, new answer in a form, select the form you want. Let's go Tides Waterfront. Go continue. If you've created the form, you log into your Google and get the form. Then you go, I want to go here and I want to go online reviews and we want to go create new client. You go done. And from the form, you go, here's the answers. I want to get the business name. So that'll be, where's that? Forms number one. I've got to refresh that form.
I get what you're saying though.
Basically,
What
that
was the trigger here? The trigger was new member.
yeah. So the trigger was In this case, it was a Google form. So we use a Google form as a trigger.
Oh, okay.
So, and that could be a Google sheet. It could be anything. So, but there's the Stripe automations that are already built in here. So if you go to your solutions, you got Stripe, you got install, and then that's you just follow the prompts here, and that will create all those automations. Does that make sense?
Yes, I'm looking. I'm trying to figure out. Oh wait, I'm logged in as my member. I was trying to find my Stripe integration here real quick. I'm looking for it. It's loading. And mine doesn't say solutions across the top. Why is that? Oh,
Yeah, are you in your main dashboard, not a client one?
I think so. Yeah. Under the automate tab,
Yeah,
I have apps and I have history, but I don't have solutions.
you got automations.
Yeah, I have automations, apps, and history.
Okay, so if you go to let's go to your apps.
So you did new automation.
Yeah,
Oh wait, add a connection.
yeah, try the add connection.
Yeah, mine looks a little different. How come yours looks different?
Mine's probably a generational one thing. So if you go add
Okay,
connection,
I do see a stripe. I do see a stripe. Okay.
add the connection.
So if I add my stripe, then I could do some I'm trying to think here.
Yep.
Stripe always gets me a little confused. Then you can do some basic setups of the people just paid. I can do some
Yep.
basic setups and
Yep. So if you got it done through Stripe or even a form, for example, you can create what they call create new client, and that will send them their login credentials.
through Climbo
Yep, through Climbo. Whether
automatically.
you
Or
automatic, whether it be through Stripe or a Google form or a Google sheet or whatever.
okay, and that's so I connect Stripe, then I go back to the automations, and then I set up an automation.
Yep.
Okay. And the emails that it sends are those, can we edit those or are those just
They were talking about that.
trying to remember how
They're
that
pretty
goes?
standard email. They just sort of go, if they're anywhere, they'll be in brand. Um,
Can't remember that.
no, not to my knowledge. I don't think they've done.
Oh, emails. I got all my stuff set up. I got my domain. I got my email set up. I got everything.
Yeah, but I know the email that goes out. It's pretty generic. It just goes, you've been invited to, quick reviews. So it'll put your automatic company name in there and do all that, and it will just generate their login credentials, and then obviously send them the link, the URL with their username and password.
Okay.
It's
I
very
use
generic. It doesn't. It's a nice enough email. It's professional enough.
Yeah, I use Brevo for my CRM, so I might do something there where when I get, if they get on this list, then they get the sequence, and then I don't have to worry about
Yep. So my
have
one,
to worry.
I send them when they sign up for a free trial from Go High Level. They get an email going, "Hey, welcome to Quick Reviews. Check your email shortly for your login credentials, things like that. Here's some steps of what to do to connect the software up, or you can book a one-on-one call with me to walk through it."
Okay.
I've got a series of emails and make the most of your software during your free trial. Make sure your staff are aware of it. You know, but
Okay.
most of my free trials, I've been lucky enough they've just all been locally here. And I just rush out and take a whole lot of these and set them up properly. Depend on the business.
Right.
I do have clients in the States. Got a couple of clients over there. I've got clients in New Zealand.
Okay. Hmm.
So, but I've mainly focused locally. Just easier.
Yeah.
But I
Anything
think,
else?
look, I think make sure, depend on the main thing to remember, Neil, is how are they collecting the customer data? Are they collecting any customer data? If they're not and they want to, you set up a solution there with it could be a QR code simply or the URL on that tap to Google going to a Google form. if you wanted it to, right?
Yeah. The
So
form would be for the customer to go
yeah,
to an easy place or any kind of form. I guess I could use any kind of form.
any kind of form.
Um,
And then then you can automate that sequence for that client. You know,
okay.
so we got one of the restaurants we set up, and we just set an A4 with a QR code, and it says scan the QR code to become a VIP of Tides. So
Say that again.
I said scan the QR code to become a VIP of that restaurant. So that way we're building a database for them, and we send that to MailerLite. And then on top of that, we can automate the review. So, 4 hours after they're scanned, they get an email saying, hey, look, thanks for Tides. We'd love your feedback on your.
Yeah. It blows my mind how many small business owners that I've met and talked to. I've done a couple, websites, helped people with their websites a little bit that do not collect anything,
Yeah,
or they're just collecting it in Service Master or whatever those apps are called, and they're not doing any. They don't do any emails. They don't do anything, and I'm just like, you've collected. I mean, this pool guy, his contact form had like 300 leads in it. And I was like, we're not doing anything with these.
Hmm.
What makes you think they're going to buy today?
yeah,
You're not doing anything. And of course, he's an asshole. So I just like, I don't want to even deal with him.
yeah,
But there's just so much opportunity, for those people that don't collect the data.
yeah. And like, some people, I sit with some businesses, they go, what else can you do for me? What else do you do that I could, we can pay you more money?
That's always nice.
And, we get somewhere where we'll manage your Google profile for you. We'll respond to the reviews. If you haven't done it within a couple of days, we'll do it. And we'll do an AI post into your Google profile once or twice a month, keyword related around your services.
It's crazy how many people don't do that either. I actually do it a lot, and I think it's helped me. But I tell them, I'm like, you're posting on Facebook. Some of these guys or girls, they're posting on Facebook every damn day, but they don't take a minute to go over to Google and put a little article together or a coupon or a photo or whatever, when that's where the real power is, right? And they're not even doing it. But again, it's just opportunity, of course, for us
Yeah.
to help them with that.
Yeah. So, for a restaurant, especially restaurants, you go, by having a simple QR code, customers will see it. Not everyone will scan it, obviously, but you can collect that data, and over a year, you might get a couple of thousand on your database that you can remarket to a Tuesday night special.
Yeah.
What's your quietest night?
Yeah, I mean, and that's how I got 18,000 emails. I ask I ask these businesses for their email address when they join my Facebook groups, and they give it.
Me.
And I always find out, and I slap myself sometimes because every time I send an email out, I usually get one or two people to join. And
Yep.
I'm like, Neil, you got to be more regular with your emails. Of course, there's plenty of other stuff to do, but
Yeah,
yeah,
look, it's like anything, I'm a spray painter, automotive spray painter by trade. My car was never painted. It's it.
yeah,
We've got to kick our own ass every now and then. Like, I'll
yeah,
be down
and that's
there.
part of why I did this too, because when I saw your stuff probably in November, I was like, this guy knows what he's doing. This guy knows what he's doing. And the tools and resources and your videos, I thought, yep, he's doing a great job with this, and there's plenty of room here for me to do it.
And
Um,
there's that much space in the market. There's another guy, Andre. He's down the Gold Coast, so about 2 hours from me. But we go down the Gold Coast a lot, and I've got lots of clients there. He goes, dude, I don't care. He goes, he's targeting a whole different market to what I'm doing.
yeah. Oh, and there's so many small businesses. I mean, people that flip out about that kind of stuff, there's so many, and there's so many consumers too. That's what I always tell my small business owners.
Yeah,
There's 7 million people in Arizona. What do you gonna fight over three consumers? Go find them. Go find them. They're out there.
yeah. And Andre and I, we catch up for a beer whenever I'm down there, bounce off different ideas off each other. I went to a business that was a referral who already had Andre in there with the reputation software. And I'm like, dude, you've got Andre, you're fine. Do you want some more of these? If you need anything, like let me know. I'll reach out to Andre. So, but you're in good hands.
Yeah.
And he's like, cool. I said, but we can have another conversation about your payment solutions.
Oh,
So,
you're such a salesman.
I built the level of trust with him by saying, look, you've got Andre. Andre's a fantastic guy. It's the same software we've got. We're partners in a way. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. So I didn't try to flip him or do anything there. I'm like, tell me about your point of sale system. What can we do there?
Yeah.
So,
Very good.
and some people they're with Bird, I'm like, you happy with them? And like, yeah, okay. Look, when your contract's up, do you mind if I shoot you a little reminder so we can have a discussion, see if we can save you some money or give you a different solution?
Yeah. I did that for a couple of months and I just didn't,
Hmm.
just for myself, that was about at least 2 years ago, I think. But
Yeah. So but now we've got the Drop SaaS product. That's another offering we can do, which is just a different solution. Really good for multi-location businesses.
I just emailed them today to say, hey, I haven't gotten my login information because I thought I would at least take a look at it. I mean, I'm up to here with things to do right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Look, I got
because
an
my,
email from them the other day with it, but it was all gibberish. I couldn't even read the email.
oh,
It's just the way it was
but
printed by looking at it.
this, I think these reviews, plus some other things you talked about, like potentially, doing some responses for them if they're not doing it. It's just such a great sticky thing to keep people in my directory because when you look at the chambers, like a Chamber of Commerce here, Scottsdale Chamber of Commerce, it's $600 a year to join.
Yep.
And basically that just means you get to go to their little
Yes.
fancy event.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else.
No.
Their
It's
directory pages are pathetic.
it's like BNI. You know,
Yeah.
BNI is like, it's like 2 grand a year here.
Yeah, I don't do that.
And you got to go and you got to be part of you got to be doing all the referral thing. And it's excuse my language, such a wank. It's just, I just don't get it. But
Yeah.
I do crash their events though.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good place to pick up leads.
So when they go
But
there, I'm like, okay, tell me, what,
but yeah, something like this where they're getting value from it and they affiliate that with Go Local Arizona, I feel like that's going to be a good way to keep people holding on. And then once I get that going with a couple customers, because I do have a couple customers that I need to get them set up, then I might open up the website to more people,
yep,
you know. But so just one more thing. You fully set up everybody yourself.
yep,
You
100%.
don't just say, here you go.
No,
You
100%
set
on,
up there. So you
100%.
have a call, we have a call with them and ask them about their
Whether it be a Zoom or if I'm face to face, either way, I'm doing the onboarding with them.
okay. All
Because
right. Well, our time is up, I think, but thank you so much.
but that improves your retention like by 100-fold. Because I've seen so many people within the community who half-ass the onboarding. Oh, they didn't stay around after the free trial. They didn't do this. Well, how many things did you give them? Oh, we gave them a QR code, one QR code. And you're like, you know, I've gone back to a couple of restaurants in my early days and went, where's the QR code? Staff member put it under the counter, didn't know what it was about. I'm like, no wonder the free trial didn't work. So,
Yeah.
okay, now we're just going to bite the bullet. And I say to them, if you want these, I'm happy to give them to you for the free trial, but if you stick them down, right, on your tables, if at the end of the free trial you're not happy, you don't want to continue, you need to buy these, and I'll reprogram them to go straight to Google for you. And they're like, yep, cool. And I charge them 15 or $20 per one. So I'll get a couple $100 sale.
But you said you'll program it to go straight to Google, you said?
Yep. Yeah. So if they choose not to move forward with the software,
Oh, okay. But they like the
yeah. But the pain point is then they're $20 each. You got 10 of them, it's going to cost them $200 anyway.
yeah.
So I had one guy, it's an interesting story, the little cafe down the road from me. I've been trying to get in front of Lyndon for 3 years. Every time, mate, we're right, we're right. And he's a lovely guy, but he just come across as arrogant, right? It's a pretty busy little cafe. It does couple $100,000 a month, right? And then I was way down the Gold Coast and I dropped my other flyer off with the QR code, just more about these. So 2 packages straight up, just NFC, straight to Google, or add the software on for an extra $300, right? And he signs up and he rings me up. Oh, yeah, I said, mate, look, I'm away. I can post them to you today, but if you want to wait a couple of days, I can drop them off and walk you through it and program up when I get back. He goes, yeah, mate, no rush to all that. So I said, look, what I've done, Lyndon, I've taken the liberty of setting up with our free software on these for now. So you have a free play of that for a month, but you've already paid for these, so that's fine. And if at the end of the month you don't love it, I'll reprogram them straight back to Google and you're good to go. He goes, well, how much is the upgrade? I said, extra 300. He goes, oh, just send me an invoice. And then now we've had the second conversation about his payment gateway. That's probably worth another $1,000 a month to me.
Nice.
So, and I say to my customers now, based on their turnover, if we can get the payment solution in there, I can discount the review software or give it to them for free if they're enough turnover. So I've got a butcher at the moment does about 1.2 million a month in payment solutions. That's worth about $6,000 to me.
Nice.
So he'll get the review software for free if we get the payment solution.
Yeah. On those coasters or all the other items, do you customize any of them or you just buy the standard ones?
The only thing I do is put my logo on the bottom, powered by Quick Reviews.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
in the email I'll send you, we've got a template and you can just clone that template out.
So there are custom printers for these.
Yeah, in my Alibaba people.
Yeah, I would love to have powered by my logo on there.
Yeah. So
Um,
in the email I'll send you when we get off the call, there's
okay.
a PDF with all the links. And there's also a link to the artwork for these.
Okay.
And all you do is swap the logo out.
Perfect.
And that's got
I
the,
appreciate it. I'll let you know if we need to get back on sometime.
yep, not a problem in the world. Always just flick me a message or an email if you've got a question, though.
Appreciate your optimism. I needed that.
Yeah. But remember, don't overthink it. Simplify it. You got 4 plans, an annual plan, and then you got your automate plans.
Oh, that was the other thing. Wait, you don't do any monthly, do you? Oh yeah, $2.99 a month. Okay.
$199, $299, $399 a month. They're my automated plans. So they're anyone where we're collecting data one way or another, and we're using email or SMS.
And the tradies are normally where at?
$199.
$199?
Yeah, normally $199, $299. Yeah, but about
They're
$199.
small one business, one employee kind of thing. Okay.
So I've got a concrete guy, Luke. He's at $299 a month, but we post into his profile for him and do all that as well.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it.
Not a problem in the world. Any questions? Feel free to reach out anytime.
Okay.
Not a problem. I'll send you that email shortly.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Neil. Good to chat.
You too.
Yeah, buddy. Bye bye.
Good day.